Welcome to our live tonight, December 13th. Join me and all the rest of our little soul family that connect here together, where we can support each other in a wonderful, non-judgmental, supportive space. Welcome, guys. If you're here, say hi in the comments. I'm just shuffling up my Osho Zen cards. Tapping into your higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Under the protection of Archangel Michael, only the truth comes through my messages. Please guard my messages. Transmute any energy that is not mine or that has ill intent. Transmute it into the highest form of love, light, healing light. Harm to none and in everybody's best interest. Come through, Spirit. Wow, right off the hop. The fighting card. Do we have some armor up, guys? Do we have armor? Guarded. Spirit, what's our challenge? Why, to lower the armor. What's this? Oh, what is this? Patience. This was in a previous reading not all that long ago. Was that yesterday's? I can't even remember now. They merged together. Our challenge is patience. Patience with ourself. Thank you, Spirit. You're going to have armor, feel guarded after all the things that you've been through. Have patience with yourself, but know that this armor is not necessary anymore. It comes across as someone so guarded, maybe, that you might seem a little feisty to people. But it's self-preservation, I'm hearing. Yeah, it's a defense mechanism. Have patience with yourself, but just know you don't need the armor up all the time, okay? Guys, say hi in the comments if you're here. Hopefully these comments are working. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's no fun if you guys aren't interacting, though. All right, let's look at your subconscious mind. What's going on there? What's going on there? Looks like there's some kind of a tower happening, okay? So if it feels like there are people leaving your life or things being uprooted, it's because things are being torn down. The foundation you built on wasn't solid for where you really want to be, your highest timeline, if you will. Things are being torn down and removed, cleared. Yes. So if it feels like everything's really rocky right now, just know it's being done for your highest good. It is moving you into a much better place. But the old has to be removed. Let's look at your conscious mind. Something you're already aware of, guys. Something you already know. I'm just going to confirm. That you're completing something. Something's coming to completion. I'm feeling compelled to share. Thank you, Spirit. That there are going to be times in life, and you can look back and you can review this yourself to see how true it is for you, where things have been made so uncomfortable you have no choice but to leave. That's what this is all about, okay? Sometimes when we don't make the best decision through our free will for something that's going to move us into alignment, sometimes that is when our beautiful angels, our spirit guides will intervene and help us, if you will, to help complete something, okay? Yeah, the comments aren't showing up, so I'm going to try something, guys. Bear with me. Oh, gosh, did that work? Did that work? Look, we've got Mario, and he says, hey, Donna. And we've got Donna. Thanks, Mario. Now I don't have to remember to say hi for you. Look at all the comments I missed. Oh, you guys, you're so beautiful. Enchanted Vibes, hi. Aw, thanks, Enchanted Vibes. You're so sweet. Donna, hi. How you feeling, Donna? Are you feeling better? Reverend One Horn. Well, someone needs to be first. Howdy, dear. How's things? Too slow. Dang. Um, Thanks, Mario. Hey. I was really enthralled. I was watching Mario's live, and it was hard to leave. I had a few things I had to go do, and I did them as fast as I could to get back and hear what you had to say. It was brilliant. I love hearing someone who's just very wise and doesn't mind sharing that truth, and I think that's beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Um, oh, we've got someone new, have we? Okay, guys, my pronunciation of words, I'm telling you. I'm going to try to say alukai? Hi? I hope I said that right. Um, and Maria was asking how Donna, cautious, are you okay with your name in public? Yeah, Donna's good with her name in public. Um, yeah, Donna, my computer was acting weird, but look at us fix it. Isn't that nice? All right. Okay, guys. I hope I caught up here. Yeah, I was sad too, Enchanted Vibes. I'm like, how come the comments aren't showing up? Oh, and you're welcome, Mario. It was my pleasure watching you live. Okay, guys. Woo! We fixed it, and I'm not super techie. So the whole reading was about, again, lowering our armor, right? Because sometimes we can come off as, almost aggressive because we've been hurt so much and dragged through it. So we've got this defense mechanism that's like, don't come near me. But really, you're soft and love and gooey on the inside, right? So allowing it to be lowered, trusting that you've got strong discernment and you will no longer allow someone to drag you down to those depths again. We've learned, right? The challenge is to be patient. Challenge is to be patient with yourself while you're going through these changes. Subconsciously, maybe a big tower happening, right? Because it's aligning us with completing a cycle. So thank you, angels. Thank you, divine. Um, Donna says, so glad you know how to fix it, darling. Honestly, I just started pushing buttons. Truth. What happens if I do this? All right, let's just take a look at what happened recently to get us to this point where we're challenged to be patient with ourselves regarding this armor that we wear, okay? Let's look at what happened recently, guys. Ripeness. Ripeness. That's about divine timing. Because the apple doesn't jump from the tree, it falls when it's ready. So have patience. Thank you, Spirit. Sometimes it goes right over my head, and then I get it. Have patience with yourself while you're going through this, healing process where you feel safer allowing your guard down. Okay, it's not a rush. It'll happen when it's time. You'll start to feel safer in your own energy, trusting in yourself. Yes, and forgiveness and grace with yourself after what you've been through. Donna says, laugh out loud, that's so me at work right now. I'm on computer all day. Aw. Isn't it fun? I have had so many different jobs in my life, but a good chunk, no, actually a small portion, was an admin, right? A manager and administrative staff where I'm typing and on computers constantly, so I had to fudge my way through it. It was fun. But I love to learn, so push this button, see what happens. All right, let's look at what's to come potentially once we learn the beautiful balance of, allowing our guard down enough to peek outside of these icy walls that we've created to protect ourselves, and just trusting in our own ability to handle. We all have shadow and we all have light. So we have learned how to see in the dark. We are very familiar with our shadow. So we can see the shadow in others. We can have trust and strength that if somebody who's operating more out of their shadow comes toward us, we are going to know it. We're going to smell it a mile away. We have that kind of discernment, right? Enchanted Vibe says, makes sense. I'm patient with everyone else but myself. Because that's the big frontier when we learn how to give to ourselves what we so easily give to others, right? Donna says, I'm learning a lot. It's going to help me with my computer at home. What does this button do? Okay, so I'll just tell you what button I pushed. It says docs, and when it had a drop down, and then all the way at the bottom it said chat. I thought that's got to be it, right? What else is going to let Chatty Cathy be able to talk to your buds? Let's hit chat, and boo, there you guys were. Reverend One Word says, feels like gravity got turned off for this tower. Adrift watching things change, and they want the armor dropped, tries to run away. I know. It's the, you know what? Like I said, we've got to be patient with ourselves, right? We have been in survival mode for a good chunk of our life. A good chunk of our life, guys. So let's be patient with ourselves. Mario says, took a while, but I get by now on these techie gadgets. Yeah, well, I started with my daughter. Thank goodness my daughter is, the generation that understands so much more and is really good at it. And quite frankly, so is her hubby. He could fix these things. So she started me on my channel because I said, this is what I want to do. I'm terrified, but I want to do it. How do I do it? So she started me on it, and I'm really grateful for that. And I've had to do the 1-800 emergency call to her a few times and say, why is this happening? And I've done like crazy mistakes. Enchanted Vibes, damage wasn't done overnight, so it won't fix overnight. Exactly. Bam. That's exactly it. We have to be very gracious with ourselves and just appreciate the fact, like we've been in survival mode so long and then had to process all of those emotions, confront our fears, work through traumas. So appreciate how far we've come, because we tend to not do that, right? If you're anything like me, it's just like, let's go, like look right ahead, and then you stop and you look around and you go, how did I get here? What? And you don't recognize the old version of yourself at all. Donna says, yes, I see it, even when I'm not trying with everyone in my world, known and unknown people, yes. And exactly, Enchanted Vibes. Mario says, true, Enchanted, and it is still damaging as we heal. Good point. Very good point. All right. Well, guys, let's find out what the potential is if we continue to at least be mindful that we have this guard up and try to lower it a little bit at a time. What is our potential in the so-called future, which is really always now, but we're creating it now? Woo! Adventure. I love it. Love it, guys. Stepping into the unknown where all of the possibilities are. That inner child of ours going, I'm not afraid of the dark. I'll go into the dark. I'll chase the rainbows. Enchanted Vibe says, trauma makes stillness feel like anxiety. It does. But anxiety could also be excitement. It's how we label what we're experiencing. I feel like perspective is everything, because I once felt so much anxiety, and then I started to really pay attention to when that happened. And then I started labeling it as a trigger. And then I'd say that triggered me. And instead of running from the trigger, I viewed it as a big old arrow going, this needs to be healed. And I would look at it and in all its ugliness, and I'd say, what in me has allowed this to continue to loop in my life cycle after cycle over and over and over again? Oh, well, that's because of this and all of the different inner childhood wounds, the people pleaser, the, wounded warrior, not feeling good enough, all of the things that we've convinced ourselves or believed from outside influences that didn't appreciate who we were, right? And then process it, see it for what it is, where it came from, and dissolve it. I'd let it go. Donna says, I received a message that as we heal, we are to be taking steps physically for the change we have been praying for and releasing for. Yes. And you know what, Donna? I don't know if you're doing that yet or whatever. I'll tell you what I'm experiencing for each step I take forward in doing following through with creating these downloads I've been receiving. There's mass interruptions from the external world, from the watchers. I'm going to start calling them the watchers. The influencers? No, because I'm not going to give them that power. The watchers. I feel like there is so much interruption. Yeah. Enchanted Vibe says, perception, laugh out loud, took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. Mario says, thanks for you being of service, Reverend. Thank you to all of you. You're all such beautiful souls. I cherish all of you. Enchanted Vibes, the creepers laugh aloud. Yes. Yes, that's what they are too. And Donna says, we can release and clear and meditate and make space for new, but until we actually move forward, now we will be in the same place forever with no manifestations. That's why this is available. Stepping into the unknown. It's a beautiful place. It's where all the change and possibilities exist outside of our comfort zone, right? Are you afraid of the dark? I don't think any of you are afraid of the dark. You've walked in the shadows for a long time, made friends with your shadow, right? Reverend Wenhorn says, movement, sweeping floors, doing dishes gives the body a task to complete. The mind and soul work on their issues, and the environment is more clean, zen, or just dealing with twitch. Yes, that's true. Because what did I grow up hearing? Busy hands. No. Oh my gosh. Idle hands. Something about create. Oh gosh, how come it's cutting it off? Both of them. Yeah, sitting idle, the mind can take control. The imagination can go wild, and it just keeps replaying, reiterating the same. Over and over and over again, getting nowhere. We need to feel like we've achieved something, right? Excuse me, mister. I'm over here. Enchanted Vibes. The creepers are so annoying. They need to take notes and be proactive rather than obsessed with their agendas. Well, that's why I cordially invite them to watch all they want. Perhaps they will learn something. And then we will all be a part of, this growth. Donna says, I love going outside in the middle of the night in the summer because I feel so many energies around me and it makes me smile. Yeah, and you want to hear something quirky about me? Well, there's a lot of things quirky about me, but I love going out when it's heavy snowing like it is here right now and lighting a campfire and just sitting there and letting the snow fall on my face and the crackle of the fire. And it's a little weirder now that there's tenants down there, but I really honestly don't care if people are watching or whatever, but it's just something I've always loved doing because it's just, I don't know, it's so peaceful, right? Okay, if you want to treat, mister, you gotta come over here. All right, let's look at your energy right now, guys. Let's look at your energy right now. Okay, we're being asked, are we compromising ourselves? Are we compromising our path? And like touching also on that good point made, I think it was Donna who said, if we're not doing something though, to step into this new way of living, we got this new version of ourselves. What do we do with it, right? Are we compromising ourselves by not taking those steps forward, right? Are we not being true to ourselves? Are we still wearing a mask where we're more worried about how other people view us than, our own well-being and following what we feel called to do? Look, he's leaving. I even offered him a treat. Enchanted Vibes says, I love going out at night stargazing. Oh, me too. You don't see as many stars now with all the cloud seeding and everything, but I, since as a child, watched them. I watched the ones that moved really weird, and people would say I was crazy. I'm like, no. E.T. phone home. Hey, you forgot me. Donna. Oh, hot tub when it's snowing. Are you reading my mind? Because I seriously was thinking about how neat it would be to have a hot tub outside, even though that sounds a little, like a lot of maintenance. But I was kind of craving something like that. Who have we got here? Okay, how am I going to say that name? Arca the Big Wildcat. I'm going to call you Wildcat if that's okay, because I know I'm going to say that wrong. Beautiful way to appreciate the snow. Yes, I agree. Thanks, and glad you're here. And Donna says, oh my God, or Enchanted Vibe says, oh my God, me too. Oh, isn't it great being a weirdo? I'm glad I finally met my weird ones. We're all just, that much more special expansive thinking, I guess. Weird equals special. Mario, yep, that sure is cool if you catch my drift. Gotta say, hair looks great. It is usually tied. Oh, mine? Mine's all over the place. It depends on my mood. If you're talking about mine. Thank you. All right, guys, so we're not going to compromise ourselves anymore. Enchanted Vibe says, I love my weirdo ways. Me too. You know, for all the reasons I was shunned and shamed, I sure am grateful I am not like a cookie cutter sheep, you know? We're not meant to be like that. So we're not going to compromise ourselves anymore. And Spirit, I'd like a direct message from you, please, for these beautiful shining souls. Mario, yes, not mine. I thought you had lovely hair. And a mustache. That's fantastic. Okay, guys. Message from Spirit. Come through, please. Some guidance if you could. If you will. Which you will. You always come through. I just saw, like, Tin Soldier. I don't know what that was about. Okay. Unconditional love. This keeps coming out lately, guys. And slowing down. So, Spirit is saying, wherever we are, we belong, right? Don't be in a hurry to get anywhere, be anyone, be anything. You know, it's about feeling comfortable in this borrowed skin suit. Wherever your heart is, that is home. You know, and it's like I'm kind of, you know, calling myself out. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at the stars going, when do I get to go home, right? But home is here. Home is everywhere we are. And that's wherever our heart is. And just having that deep, unconditional love, we can appreciate everything around us, even the people that challenge us, because we are all connected. I'm missing some of these guys. Reverend One Horn, I have a nasty habit of chasing the creepers back to their holes, and I really should be standing down. Anyways, more allow and accept, less seek and destroy. Yes, I understand. Mario, yep, weird is the new sane. I know, I love that. I love that. I agree wholeheartedly. Cosmic Heartbeats is here again. Hey, hello, beautiful souls. I am still covered in hay, in dirt from working from the stables with the horses all day, but wanted to say hi to all of you. Oh, welcome. That's awesome. Thanks for taking care of the horses. Enchanted Vibes, laugh out loud, Reverend. And Donna says, yeah, Cosmic is here. Cosmic Heart. Reverend, I feel that too, Donna says. Mario, hi, Cosmic. Great name. You guys are awesome. Reverend Windhorn says, as long as we could see the stars, it's home. Yes, that's true. Enchanted Vibe says, I say that all the time. Home is where the heart is. Yes. Okay. Guys, let's see what we desire, but what we are standing in our own way of, because we are our own limits. I say it all the time. Whoa, do you see that? I picked this up backwards. That was weird. What is it we desire, but we're denying ourselves? Ooh, truly getting out there and experiencing. Like this woman is hugging the tree, ramping up the her frequency, feeling the unconditional love back as she shows appreciation to the tree, which is a being. My ear is ringing. What? I'm answering what? What's coming through? The trip. Well, we've talked about the trip. They're mentioning the trip. And we've got Arka the Big Wildcat says, Cosmic Heartbeats, the joy of the telepathic communication, living amidst the animal beings. God's warriors here. Hi. Hello, hello, beautiful soul. Hey, hey, all beautiful souls. It's so good to see you again. Donna, we should find a way to Zoom meet like once a month. I know. Well, we're kind of doing it here, but we're not Zooming. It's more like a puttering. Donna, God's warrior. Oh. Okay, guys, so we're not going to stand in our own way of experiencing anymore. And oh, that's why you're ringing my ear. Okay. Yes, we do need to do the trip because Kath needs a vacation. I've got shampoo with sea kelp in it. And that's the closest I've been to an ocean in years, and I'm missing the ocean. So if we could just do that soon. Enchanted vibes. So that would be awesome. God's Warrior, missed you all. We missed you too. How are you doing, God's Warrior? How's everything there? And God's Warrior says, hey, Adana, how are you, beautiful? Oh, I missed one. Mario says, love to you all, angels. Is 123. I'm going to hit the hay. Think Cosmic mentioned hay. Made me realize sleep. Uh-oh. Well, thank you so much for coming by and for staying awake. I'm sure you're tired. You shared a lot of wisdom today, so I'm very grateful, and I'm sure you've changed a lot of lives, opened up some minds, opened up that treasure chest, if you will. Donna says, we missed you too, God's Warrior. And sweet dreams, Mario. God's Warrior says, everything is busy but awesome. Kind of sounds familiar. Ark of the Big Wildcat says, 20-minute drive to south coast of Australia here. Oh, wow. You guys are rocking. Okay, here's the key. I'm going to give you the key to the reading. Dealing with one thing at a time with totality, because then all your energy is focused on it. That's how we create the life we want. Releasing control, which is also that armor. Not expecting things to come in a certain way, a certain time, right? Making every moment extraordinary by simply being all you are in each moment and taking the leap of faith into the adventure. Mm-hmm. Take the leap of faith. Let down your guard. Be seen and heard. Your truth, right? God's Warrior is so happy to spend some time with this awesome family we have. Cat. Aw. We missed you. And, oh, Mario. Hey, God's Warrior. Love to you all. Thanks, Angel. And y'all. Aw, you're so welcome. Okay, so does anybody, look at this, look at our soul family all together participating. I love you guys so much. Who would have dreamed this to be possible? Look a few years back, right? Look at some of the stuff we've been through. Now look at our warriors all showing up here. Beautiful, healing, light warriors. But does anybody have any questions? God's Warrior, reverends, blessings to you. And Donna says, how are you doing, God's Warrior? I know God's Warrior said she was really busy, been really busy, but doing good. Donna, you're feeling better? Reverend Winhoran, back to back to back. Yes. Excuse me. I've shoveled so much snow lately. All right, guys. Who's got a question? God's Warrior, doing amazing. Thanks, Donna. How are you, beautiful? I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so proud and so grateful to have all of you in my world. Ark of the Big Wild Cat says it's pronounced Archer. See, I'm reading it wrong. I knew I would. Thank you, by the way, but you can call me Wildcat for sure. Okay, I'll do Wildcat because by the time I try to read it and pronounce it, thank you. Thank you for your grace. Donna says, yes, I'm better finally. Thank you for asking. I was sending you some healing vibes, and just really my heart went out to you. No one likes not feeling well. God's Warrior, will we get a podcast going? Well, who's going to do it? Come on, guys, I got the ball rolling. Let you guys do the podcast. Let's do the thing. Let's get messy and make mistakes and skin our knees and learn a little bit. I'm just over here pushing random buttons. Can you imagine us sitting in the tropical little world somewhere and like just, you know, all of us sitting around just videoing some of our conversations and stuff? How cool would that be? Donna, I have a question. Will my son finally overcome his PTSD? EMDR. Okay, that EMDR sessions, that's the way to go. That's what came through immediately, and I know I have experienced massive chronic post-traumatic stress disorder, so much abuse of every kind. And I had 2 sessions of EMDR where it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Um, God's Warrior says we are gonna do it. Yes, we are. We do everything. We try everything. God's Warrior, hey Enchanted, how are you, beautiful soul? Okay, but I am going to ask about your son's post-traumatic stress disorder. He's got to calm his nervous system, right? You know this, obviously, but there are different methods of doing that. EMDR is amazing. But I just got the finger shaken at me because there's something I'm supposed to do too to help, so I apologize. I'm working on it. I'm trying, guys. I have so much on my plate. Enchanted Vibes, I'm good. Thanks for asking. God's Warrior, I have really bad post-traumatic stress disorder, but God got the healing for me. Beautiful. Donna says, God's Warrior, we could pray for each other. That's beautiful, guys. That is beautiful. One of the hardest things is reprogramming our mind, right? When we've gone through a lot of trauma. Reprogramming, listening, watching the triggers, not running from them, and even though it's so hard, and following it all the way back to when we remember experiencing that for the first time. That feeling. If it's being left out in the cold, being left behind, being not of value, all of these things. Following it back to when we first experienced it and realized that a lot of this was projected onto us and created in our environment by people who were unhealed as well. Like, we carry trauma even in our DNA passed down through the lineage, which is why I say we are breaking generational cycles. When I'm speaking of that, I'm speaking of balancing and healing trauma that's been locked in one of our bodies, whether it's energetic, physical, DNA, and mental bodies, whatever the case may be, right? Oh, I must have been rambling. I missed some things here. Sorry, guys. Reverend One says, I have a minimal platform right now with some thoughts. 30 plus years fighting combat post-traumatic stress disorder. I stand before you on a healing path that has opened up my abilities as a side effect. I am writing a book. Good for you. You are right on your path, Mr. Man. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is amazing. That's what we're supposed to do, guys. We're supposed to transmute and alchemize all of this pain and these experiences into something creative and bring it forward to share with others, which is why we have gone through these experiences. So Reverend One is doing exactly what his purpose is, if I may say so. I mean, that's a little, I feel that right to my bones. Wildcat says, as long as he's equipped with trauma, where am I? Oh my gosh, I just accidentally went up too fast. Ooh, as long as he's equipped with trauma processing tools, focus on blessings and silver linings rather than what's gone wrong. Good thoughts, words, and actions, and diligence. Yes, and also processing, not running from the emotions, because a lot of us, with post-traumatic stress disorder, we can kind of squish it down and suppress it because it's never a good time to feel that. But when we allow ourselves to feel it, when we're alone, beat on a pillow, play the sappy music we avoid, and go through it and process it, we can truly see where it comes from. It's like an animal when they go through, I'm trying to think of an animal, there's so many. When they go through something traumatic, they go through shock. But you ever notice they will allow themselves to feel it, and then it just leaves them, and then they move on. Whereas humans, we tend to stuff it down there, and then it just comes up when it's triggered, right? By other things that are related to that, or something that reminds us, right? God's Warrior, absolutely, Donna. Prayer is sacred and healing. I will pray for your son. And Donna says, Reverend, thank you for your service. I come from a family of soldiers. Every major war. Yeah, I do too. And thank goodness there's a lot of changes in this world now, guys, and you guys are a part of that. Reverend says, being present with the body has been key for me. It wants only to do its best for the sacred, for the sacred child. Yes, our bodies heal themselves when we allow them, right? You're so right. Cosmic Heartbeat says, I work with a group of epic autistic kiddos, and they came up with a genius idea to tag the energy signature of the interference shadow turds with a color or shape for source and warrior angels to remove. Ooh, I love that. That's beautiful. That's really good. Cosmic Heartbeat says, helps with pattern recognition for those still learning how to navigate these things as well. Donna says, Kat, take a deep breath. Reverend One Horn, Cosmic Castle has been called. Use the bat phone. Operators are standing by. Donna, the energy here right now is fast moving. My ears are ringing. That's how I know. Yeah, I know. I feel right at home with it though, because I've always been a little too hyper for most people. So this feels good. You guys are in the flow of the mojo. But I am going to ask a question, guidance regarding post-traumatic stress disorder for your son, even though I love what you guys are doing, supporting and offering ideas and suggestions. This is what it's all about, guys. All right, Spirit, could you please come through with some wisdom and some guidance regarding the post-traumatic stress disorder? Whoa, that was a few, okay? Okay, Donna, you're a natural healer. You're highly psychic. You're also a little witchy. You know. It's something that Mama knows something. Mama knows something that you can share. And it's got to do with bringing back the passion and enthusiasm. Again, so yes, so he focuses on the things that are creative, transmuting all of this pain, creating something from that pain. His mind needs to have a purpose for the pain to heal is what I just got. So that's cool. And he might even be able to take this and share this worldwide, maybe with his own channel. Okay? This is breaking cycles. Breaking cycles. Once he's aware. But Mama has something to share, for sure. Something to share. You've got the wisdom. You do, Donna. God's Warrior says, yep, me too, Donna. Lots of fast-moving downloads and messages happening to us all at once. Is a lot to navigate. Bless you, Kat. Aw, bless you back. You're so precious. Donna says, I love that, Cosmic Heart. My grandson is on the spectrum. He's 3 and can see spirits, and we taught him to call Archangel Michael. Yes. Well, I think technically, honestly, I think we're all on the spectrum somewhere. It's just, where are we on the spectrum, right? And isn't it interesting how at certain levels of the spectrum, we are considered to be not of the norm. But isn't it interesting how those who are in specific areas of that spectrum are so gifted? Huh? Yeah. Interesting. God's Warrior, I love Archangel Michael. He has been with me since I was a little kid, before I even knew what angels were. Love him. Me too. I am so grateful for Archangel Michael. Man, nothing clears the way and clears the path like Archangel Michael, right? Okay, you guys, does anybody else have a question? Anybody else have a question? I want to see the energy for January. I don't usually look ahead because I believe it's solely dependent on what we're pouring into the energy now. So Spirit, if you could, just in correlation with whatever we are putting in now, if we continue this path, what can we anticipate in January? What can we anticipate in January for this beautiful collective? Letting go of things that are material, which is going to set you free. It's letting go of the control. No longer, yes, having a healthy detachment to people, to monetary gain, to homes for some of you. Some of you are going to be called to move, to outcomes. Healthy detachment. So a lot of you are doing a big level of ego death. This is awesome. Okay. What else, Spirit? Solid foundation. Very solid with the 4. Okay, focused on your work. This is why this is happening. You're going to remain so focused on something that you're getting a download or an intuitive inspiration to do. This is also going to create wealth for you and security and stability, but it's going to bring up your confidence. 8, 4, 8. That's 1/2. Fractional. Half. I just heard put in half the work and half more will be given. But I've also heard them refer to 5%. You put in 5%, they will match the rest. God's warrior, I'm on the spectrum and love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. Exactly. That's what makes you so incredibly gifted and unique and lovable and wonderful and magical. Donna, thank you, Kat. My son is clinging on to religion. That when I speak of spirituality just in conversation, he shuts down. He's 36. You know, it's a part of his journey though, right? He will learn in his own divine timing. And one of the most beautiful things is, as a mom, is, and I remember saying this to my daughter years ago, I said, you're going to choose to do things that I am not going to necessarily, I wouldn't choose them. And I said, and I support you because your path must be different than mine. And I support you. And if things don't work out, I'm here for you. But it was one of the hardest things is to say, okay, I see that I would not choose that. And I watched her thrive. So his own journey is going to be something beautiful, unique. And you're a good mom. You're going to be there. You're going to be there no matter what. God's warrior, how is my mom's health? Is she going to be okay? Okay, I'll touch base on that in a sec. And Donna, is my mom angry about her life or am I feeling something else? Okay, hold on. Wildcat, between the solstice and the 6th planet alignment, late February, going to be an interesting time. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Donna says, praying for your mom, God's warrior. And God's warrior says that, Donna, my religion has my foundation for my post-traumatic stress disorder. I'd be a wreck without it. And you know, guys, there's a big difference between religion and spirituality, right? Our connection with Source, we don't need to go to a building and worship anybody to have that connection because Source is within all of us. And long before there were buildings created or ministers, we've always had this connection. And that's a beautiful, freeing feeling to know that we do not have to worship anyone or anything to have that connection because you're a beautiful child of that creator, right? But let's touch base on these questions. God's warrior, let's find out about your mom's health. Okay, all right. We all have a chosen time that we exit this realm and go home. That's coming through very strong. And I channel messages even with my dad all the time. I can tell you, they never really leave. They get to go home before us sometimes. And if that gives you comfort, that brings me comfort to know you're comforted. The health for God's warrior, her mom. It looks like heart healthy. The heart, emotions. She's more connected with her emotions now. Maybe she's done some of her own healing as we get closer to the end of whatever time we've chosen, right? We do tend to do a lot of healing. She's very connected. And the heart space. What about the heart space? What about the heart space? Why am I seeing a spiral? What is this? What about the sun and reverse, Spirit? Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. There's an opportunity for her to learn, like about the stuff that we discuss, like the stuff that we're sorting out. For her to connect more to her emotions and get into her heart space. And there's something beautiful you can do with that, God's warrior, by explaining. By teaching, you will also heal yourself and your lineage by explaining some things to her in a special way that I'm hearing only you can, that you two can connect. There's something you could share to help expand her mind or open her mind or her heart to a different way of thinking. Because the Five of Pentacles is, unhealthy. But the Sun in reverse is also unhappiness. And when there's joy lacking in our heart, when we're no longer chasing joy, the heart is affected, right? So there might be something that you can teach your mom just through idle conversation to help her open up to that joy again. Ask her about her childhood, I just heard. Whew, that came out really loud. Okay, sorry guys. And then we've got Donna. Is my mom angry about her life, or am I feeling something else? Let's look. Spirit, please come through for Donna's mom. Is she angry about her life? I just got... Okay, I'm going to just tell you what I got. If it doesn't resonate, Donna, throw it out the door. I just got that... There's almost a sense of jealousy, but not in the way like... Or envy. What is the difference? Envy. There are things that you're doing that she wished she could have done when she was younger. But it's not out of malice. More of remorse, regret. Spirit, is that what I'm feeling right now? Because the dynamics were different. Spirit, come through and show me. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's the truth. She's seeing you authentic, speaking the truth, more aligned with your path, and very discerning. She's seeing that there were people that were deceptive in her past that she really would have enjoyed speaking up on. There's something that was unspoken or not invested in, which I believe were her dreams. And the healing that you've done. Although she's seen you healing, moving beyond... she's got a fear of being left behind. Ooh, goosebumps. A fear of being left behind or lost opportunities. Let me get one more, guys. You're someone who's not afraid to speak authentically, and that both terrifies her and makes her envious and makes her think back, why didn't I do that? You make it look so easy, I just heard. Woo, goosebumps. You make it look so easy. Yeah, she feels like it was a missed opportunity. So that's what I'm getting. Hopefully that makes sense. Wildcat says, between the solstice and the 6th planet alignment, I read that, late February, going to be an interesting time. Yes, it is. And Donna says, praying for you. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind here. Sorry, guys. Ooh. Where are we? God's warrior. I don't do church, but reading my Bible, knowing God and the Sun has been a lifesaver. And we need to lean on whatever faith keeps us moving forward, okay? Whatever it is that keeps you moving forward, there is something for everyone that is greater than ourselves that we are a part of. And whatever it is on our journey, and it may change and shift from time to time, but we need to be able to lean on that, knowing that it is not just only what we see in this material world, which is an illusion. Wildcat, anyone that wants to put doubts into you about your ability to directly connect to source is distracting you from inner peace. Yes, agreed. Never second guess yourself, guys. There will be those gaslighters out there. Donna says, God's warrior, I grew up in a Baptist church twice on Sundays and every Wednesday night. I understand it, but I also remember the fear that I felt as a small child because I was going to hell because I'm a sinner. We're all sinners, but that's how we're supposed to learn. We make mistakes. What is the interpreted word for sin, right? What is the deeper understanding? Words, they're spells. Cosmic Heartbeats. Question, my mom passed away last year and I miss her more than I can put into words. If you could tune into her at all, I would be eternally grateful. Thank you. Well, let me give it my best go. Cosmic Heartbeats, okay? Instantly, as I said that, I literally got a horse there's a horse, and I saw a star, a white star. Sorry, forgive me, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with horses, even though I absolutely adore them, and they are absolutely amazing, divine creatures. This one, she's come through, channeled through some horse that has a star, a white, you know, the mark on the forehead. And I think you felt her. I feel you felt her. I'm seeing something about holding hands. Because I'm seeing her holding your hand. And I'm hearing, I've given you all the tools to build the life you desire. I've given you all the tools. I've taught you all I can. I'm also getting teacher, so I don't know where that comes in. I don't know why I'm feeling the lungs, like, trust. I'm getting trust. Trust in yourself. You are way more powerful than you realize. You have everything you need. You have all the resources. Ask and you will receive more. The horse, I just saw a hoof. The hoof, the foot, the hoof. Lift it up. I don't know what she's showing me. Is there anything else? Left hand, left arm. I'm seeing a wrist. I don't know what is the wrist? What's on the wrist? You will receive time. You will receive the time you need. You will receive the time that you need. You're worried about something in a time limit, time factor. That will be allotted to you. Time is an illusion. Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know why I'm seeing A or Anna. I'm not sure what that is. That could be you or somebody else. I'm not sure. She's very, very content, very safe, very happy, okay? They all are. Once they cross over. Is there anything else? No, I just felt peace, though. So she loves you very much, and you are never alone. They're always there when you need them or want them, okay? Any numbers on the clock? Anything? They're saying, look, okay. Eights. I think eights and fours, because I just saw 844 when I looked in my mind's eye, not on this clock. You are strong. Call your power back. She says you give your power away sometimes. You could call it back. When you allow other people to influence your decisions or your actions, you're giving away your power, and you're much stronger than that. You are very strong, she said. You've been strong for a lot of people, and it's hard to find somebody strong enough for you just to have a little meltdown. Woo, goosebumps, yeah. She says, but you're allowed to not be strong all the time. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. Thank you. Whew. Your mom is beautiful. Her energy is beautiful. God's warrior. Donna, the institution of the church has a lot to answer for, but searching for the true God outside of the church is inside the Bible. Yeah, it's just been modified, right? And you trust your intuition. God's warrior says, thanks, Kat. Spot on. Aw, thanks. Thanks for confirming that. Donna says, yes, Kat, that resonates. I'm crying right now. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm going to give her a huge hug. Aw. Sorry, guys. It takes me a minute to get back. That was a long channel, but it was beautiful energy. Enchanted vibes. The focus of Christ should be his love. Everything outside of that is left for interpretation. That is a good point. Enchanted vibes. Very good point. We can argue and separate on religion, politics, everything, but we are not meant to be separated. We are all connected. We are meant to be together. It is this 3D world and those energies that want to keep us separate, that are trying to keep us in fear and control, right, and insecurity. Reverend Winhorn, hello, dear. Been waiting on that Queen of Swords to arrive. Can you give me some insight on whether I am investing energy in the right direction. Instantly, thank you. I'm getting wait for no one. Wait for nothing. Those that leave you sitting on a shelf when you are that beautiful, bright light that has so much to offer will be waiting themselves one day. I just heard, waiting themselves. Waiting for the Queen of Swords. Wait for no one. That's what I keep hearing. Wait for no one. Tell me more, please, Spirit. Can you show me some cards? It's like a brick wall. I don't know where that came from. That's what I heard. It's like a brick wall. I don't know. That might resonate. Reverend Winhorn, it's like a brick wall. Trust your intuition on this one. You already know. Someone's pulling on your energy, maybe? Yeah. Don't wait. It's draining your energy. Yeah, don't wait for someone to show up with answers, clarity, communication. Oh. They might be operating in a lower vibration. I think you feel this deep down. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Have strength. There are things that you don't realize are going on in the background. Trust your intuition again. See beyond the illusion. Remove the blindfold. You've got a decision to make. This is actually fated. This is crossroads. What is this? Then what do you suggest, Spirit? Do you have another option, Queen of Cups? Is there somebody who's very loving, psychic, nurturing, waiting for the Queen of Swords? Oh, you're comical. You know what I just heard? Playing with the Queen of Hearts. Know that song? But I heard it when you said, waiting for the Queen of Swords. Can't write those lyrics. Can't rewrite them, Spirit says. This is interesting. I hope that helped. I don't know. Maybe you need to get a different perspective on something there. Let me scroll on down. God's warrior, absolutely enchanted. The focus is on all the wrong. His eternal love is a gift for everyone. And enchanted says, oh, sorry guys, I'm all over the place. Oh, JJ James. JJ James, hey. Oh, sorry. Enchanted said, we live in a sometimes dark and dreary world. Christ is the only thing that makes it understandable, and his love fills the voids. It shines the light. Yes, it does indeed. And JJ James says, I know. Donna says, I am not saying I'm against religion. No, I know it has its place and can be helpful to many. Exactly. The fact is, we all can feel the love from our faith. God, source, the creator, whatever you want to call it, the universe, divine intelligence flows through all of us, and it doesn't matter what we label it. That's what keeps it separate. But we're all a part of the same energy. We can call it whatever we want. We can call it anything we want, guys. That's just the language that we can. We don't need to have word salad and twist it around. Reverend Winhorn, religion assumes only duality, heaven or hell, good or evil, not a word about karma. All dualities are actually trinities. True, not true, and who cares? Yes. J. James says, no one owns me or nothing. Good for you. And not your or anyone else, babe. No one does. No, you are a free soul. Sorry, let's scroll. Reverend Winhorn says it's complicated. Hold fast copy. James says, let's go. Direct nothing. Donna says, you okay, James? God's warrior, don't get upset or angry. Everyone is free to decide what they believe, and we all must respect each other's choices. Yes, we need everybody's perspective. Everybody's perspective, it all matters. And what is true to one person will be another truth to another person. It's based on our experiences, guys. So someone's experiences are completely different than ours. What is true to them is very real and true to them. That is their truth. It is not a lie. Same as whatever we've experienced, we have our own truth. But when we all put it all together and just look at it and keep an open mind, then we get to expand because we always grow and learn, right? And some things may fit, some things may not. But the beauty in it is realizing that it's okay. What a burden to take off us. We don't have to fight about it. We don't have to argue. We don't have to win. There is no winning and losing. It's just incredible that we're all sharing, and to listen, to understand is what we are being tested to do. God's warrior, laugh aloud, Donna, we got this. Enchanted vibes, there are no labels in spirit. Exactly. Anybody who's trying to separate people by using their religion, their faith, spiritualism, or anything, that's missing the whole point, because spirit, no matter who it is you believe in, we are all connected, guys. I love you all. You could say you believe in crystals. You could say you believe in lip gloss. I'd be like, yay, you go for it. If it brings you the hell up and you feel good, then I'm for it, okay? And I will listen to your interpretation because blow my mind, baby. I love to learn. That's why we meet here. This is why we accept each other. This is why there's no judgment. Donna says, looks like we have a hater in the house. That's okay. We can love to hate and hate to love, right? They're all just emotions. God's warrior, no room for haters. Love here only. Cosmic Heartbeat says, wow, that was epic. Thank you so much. She comes and holds my left hand on hard nights until I fall asleep. I got goosebumps. And sends me healing angelic energy. Oh my gosh, the horse you mentioned came a week after she passed. I got goosebumps, babe. Thank you for confirming that, Cosmic. Wow, that is so beautiful. She's always with you, hon. She is always around. That's not the only way she comes through, but she knew that you would understand that, whereas me, I had no idea. I can just blab it out. That is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Well, I could tell you, her energy is so peaceful and loving and nurturing. So, very beautiful mom. She loves you very much. Enchanted vibes, wicked will be wicked. The tactic is always the same, divide and conquer. Exactly. And as long as we don't react to the haters in a negative way, don't allow our hearts to be closed. You know, it's true, guys. That's part of healing, right? Is when we react, we could be manipulated. When we don't allow ourselves to react, but we take a deep breath and watch the movie play out. Get the popcorn. Let's watch. Let's learn. Let's listen. What's the new perspective? Show me, right? Donna, we are one with everything, like it or not. That's okay. It's the truth of the universe. Yes, we are all connected. Donna says, Cosmic Heart, that is so special and amazing. Enchanted vibes, you win with unity. Love is the key. No matter who it is, guys, even those who challenge and test us, there is no they in us, even though that's our language. So far, we're going to write that dictionary yet. We are all one. So every person that we come into contact with, that is a version of us, truly. And it's someone that we have the potential to be. So how could we hate on ourselves or others, right? There is no hate. Just love. All the bits and pieces, the shadows, the light, all of it. God's warrior, you are gifted, Kat. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. You're an amazing soul. You've been so supportive, all of you, so much through all of this journey. I just love that we meet here. I got so excited, admittedly, I almost came on here half an hour earlier, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. That's cheating, because I was excited. You guys are very wonderful. Your energy is beautiful. Enchanted Vibe says, can't recognize the light without witnessing the dark. Exactly. And you guys, we've walked through the shadows for a reason. We weren't thrown there by mistake. We didn't slip into the mud pile without some plan in mind before we came here. Look at what we've learned. We've witnessed and analyzed and picked it apart, and now we see patterns. Now we could see things. It opened up our whole insight. And look how incredibly passionate you felt when someone came in and questioned your faith. Maybe that was a test, something to light you up to see just how strong your faith is. It was just something thrown in, a little penny in the wishing well, and the ripples went, matey, don't challenge my faith, right? That's beautiful. It sparked that passion in you, reminding you of exactly how powerful you are and what you truly believe in with so much passion. That just lit up the room. We could be grateful for that. Donna says, you're on fire tonight, Kat. Thank you for being so authentic. Aw, thank you too, sweetie. You're amazing. I just scrolled and I lost myself here. I totally went a big scroll. Oh, there we are. Enchanted vibes. We all learn from each other. Yes, we learn by teaching and we teach by learning. It's just an amazing balance. Reverend One Horn, there are overlapping gifts at play here. We tend to reinforce each other, help fill in the gaps to keep going. Yes, it's so great to have a strong, beautiful light to lead the way. Love you all. Aw, I love you too, guys. All of you. You're all so beautiful. I'm going to give you some hearts. There's some hearts. God's warrior, always here for you. I was supposed to be at a lunch, suddenly felt sick, came home. I would have missed this live. Aw, I hope you're feeling better though now. I'm glad you're here though. Very glad you're here. You rock. Cosmic Heartbeats. Anna means grace. Well, thank you for that. You learn something new every day. I love that. Donna says, yes, Reverend, we love you too. You guys are all so loved. The fact that you've taken your precious time, which is a very valuable resource, to come on here and support each other, it means a lot. A lot. Ooh, goosebumps. All of you have amazing energy all around you. Your angels, your ancestors, they're all gathered around. I'm literally feeling this whole intense crowd of your beautiful angels and your spirit guides. I have this interesting impulse. Donna, you want to know what my interesting impulse is? Oh, Donna. Ooh, look at that. King of Pentacles. God's Warrior. Totally better. So glad to be here with this beautiful soul family. Thanks, Kat, and thank you all. Big love. Aw. We love you too, and we don't get to see you all the time, so it's a big deal. I'm grateful. Okay, let's see what Kat's impulse is tonight. Donna says, I know all of us are here, are grateful to you, Kat, and I am so grateful to all of you. So let me do something wacko, because my inner child wants something. I usually give in. Oh, what is that sound? What is that sound? Who wants to guess what Kat's doing? What could Kat be doing? What would Kat be doing while she's live around the world? What a good question. I'm coming back to read all your guesses, by the way, just so you know. Okay, a few more seconds. Few more seconds. Here it comes. Here it comes. My inner child wants to play with you. Oh my word. Okay. I feel like an astronaut. I'm gonna have to take this off. Whew. I feel like I'm going to the moon, baby. Okay. Let me see if I can scroll. I want to see your guesses. Oh my god, Donna says it is sledding down a hill in an inflatable on a magic sled. Oh, you're close, look at this. And Donna's laughing. Enchanted vibes. I never participate in lives anywhere else. I knew this was my space, filled with love and evolved souls. You bet, babe. And a few crazies on the sideline here. You heard the zipper and laughed so hard. And God's Warrior, love it. Oh, Donna, unicorn or sumo wrestler. You guessed it. It's the unicorn, baby. It's the unicorn. Woo! 9:09 on the clock. Whatever does that mean? I have released my inner child. I can't see it anymore. Enchanted vibes, love it, Kat. Oh my god, you guys, you bring out the best in me. Thank you. God's Warrior, don't light it up. Don't light up in there. Reverend, roll on the floor laughing. I'm multitasking. Whack-a-mole Creeper Edition. Will love to get to the retired battle. Oh my god, I gotta scroll this. I can't hardly read. Battle clerk phase. I'm tired, boss. Oh, I know. God's Warrior's laughing. Because you're magical, Enchanted says. Oh, you guys are so funny. Gotta get me the unicorn. Donna, you gotta get closer, move closer to me, or both of us meet halfway. Cosmic Heartbeats. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, just makes me stranger. Oh, I'm feeling stranger. Reverend says, I am crying. Oh, Donna, because you're magical. That's too funny. Oh my god, you guys make me laugh so hard. 9:09, end of old cycle, beginning of a new one. Yeah, and I'm starting with a giant horn on my head. Reverend Windhorn says he's crying. Alright, guys. I don't know. I don't even know if this table can hold me. Can you even see me? Oh. I don't want to grow up, because I'm a Toys R Us kid. Where's my dog? Where's my dog? Woo! This thing's huge. Oh. Can you see my horn? Reverend Windhorn. How about you? Can you see my horn here? Okay, guys. Whew. Coming down off that. 9:11, yeah. 9:11 on the clock. Yeah, we do need to do the sledding thing. And I have all these blow-up costumes. We should all just do it. Enchanted Vibe says, I hope so. This old chapter is dragging, Donna. Yeah. Oh. We gotta make our own fun, guys. Enchanted Vibe says, laugh out loud, Cat. Your inner child lights mine up. That's good. Donna, your dog needs one. Can you imagine him in one of these things? Oh my gosh. Reverend Windhorn says, if the horn is not in the center, it could still be considered a horn asking for a friend. Yeah, God's Warrior, 911 emergency. Well, when I was in there, I started to feel a little claustrophobic. Horn and all. How do you shut this off? Woo! Okay. Oh, I'm free. I'm free. Trading in my horn. Good catch, God's Warrior. Yes. You guys, you're witty. You're on the ball. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your program. I had to do it. I had to do it. Woo! Okay, well, I seem to have lost my chair. Anybody else have any questions while I'm here? What's this card? Oh, okay. Anybody else before I take off? I hate leaving. I don't like saying the goodbyes. I just love you guys. Woo! What's this? What's the justice? Do tell. You got my curiosity sparked. Ooh, for some of you, part of your justice, for some of the things you've gone through, will be all of the burdens being lifted and some offer coming in that's going to make your heart feel so full, like emotionally fulfilling. How's that going to happen, Spirit? Show me, please, and thank you. If you don't mind. You brought it up. You brought it up. Oh, man. Oh, guys. Okay, dream big is what I'm hearing. Because whatever it is that your wishes are, your dreams are about to come true. This is the 10 of Cups. Look at this. All of the burdens being lifted and someone bringing in an offer that is going to make you so excited. Like as exciting as that was to have a horn and a unicorn and all my inner child happy, like multiply that by times 10, guys. Whatever your inner child is craving, we're doing the thing. It's going to be a part of the justice after over-adulting for so long. Woo! Oh, sorry, guys. Let me see. Enchanted Vibe says, I feel like my questions are always vaguely answered, like Spirit is, you'll know when you're supposed to. Isn't that the truth, right? God's Warrior Enchanted, glad you are filled with Holy Spirit. You will also be in my prayers. Enchanted says, Enchanted Vibe says, and my inner child rolls her eyes. Thank you, God's Warrior. Aw. Enchanted Vibe says, God bless you. Reverend One Horn says, may that come true for all of us. Thank you, as always, Brilliant Light. Love you all. Till next time, be good, be safe, boss. Sending you so much love. Thank you so much for joining us. Reverend One Horn. This place wouldn't be the same without all of you guys. You're truly beautiful souls. And you put up with my shenanigans, which makes you doubly awesome, right? I think we need a podcast where all of us wear something like these blow-up costumes or something. Donna says, have a good night, Reverend. Till next time. Yes. May all of us finally open our hearts to all of the beautiful things that we are meant to enjoy, which is everything that lights up our hearts, fills it with joy, in whatever time we are lucky enough to have on this planet. May everybody experience peace and harmony and heart's fulfillment. All right, guys, I think I'm going to take off now. Although I've absolutely loved spending time with each and every one of you. Enchanted Vibes, are you kidding, Kat? You bring the fun to the party. Yeah, but hey, we are all each other's supporting actors and actresses, which is great. That means we're all a riot, and I love that. Big Wildcat says, this was soothing. Nice one. Oh, it was fun. It was awesome. And thanks for trusting me to give messages, too. God's Warrior, thank you, Kat, for this amazing session. You are gifted and beautiful. God bless you. All big love to all of you. And I'm giving you hearts, too. Hearts, 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 hearts. Thank you, all of you, for joining. And I really do cherish all of you. And thank you for spending the time. And I'm wishing you every ounce of happiness and successes and everything that makes your inner child feel so good and